friends, welcome back to the mat. Hope you guys are having a good day wherever you are, whatever the weather is for you. It is rainy where I am today, so it's super cold. It has been snowy and icy, so I wanted today's flow to be more about regulating your nervous system. And so these gentle movements, even though it is going to be more of a slow flow, it's going to really target like softening things down. And I think this is a perfect time to do it. It is, or has been a couple of days since I've left the house. And so my movement has been not as active as I'd like. So I think this flow is just perfect to sort of calm down, maybe just take a break from the busyness and really sort of take a deeper dive inward, calming the body in and out. So you won't need any props for this practice. We're going to begin standing. So if you'll make your way to mountain pose with me, and again, you can just dress in some super comfy clothes. And wherever you are, I just want you to take a moment. So I know the camera may cut off the top part of my face, but that's okay. We're just all going to come into a standing, and I want you just to take a moment, just sort of shake things out, just loosen up. And then I want you to notice your feet. So as you take the feet just a little wider than the hips, I want you to lift your toes up. Good. And then maybe just set them back down a couple of times. So just bring that awareness, finding that connection through the four corners of your feet. Just allowing that breath to soften. Maybe start to pull that breath, being a little bit more intentional as you breathe in through your nose, your chest, diaphragm. You can even bring one hand to your heart and one to your belly if that feels good. And then exhale. Let that breath go out of the mouth. Good. Maybe take your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, roll them down. Just a couple of times just to get a little soft, a little loosened up. And then when you find that comfortable space, I just want you to find some stillness in this posture. Relaxing your body, soft bend in the knees. Your abs are gently engaged, so softly pulling that belly button back towards your spine for support. And then just breathe. I want you to start to envision really connecting through those bottoms of your feet, through the soles of your feet. So really start to envision maybe roots pressing down through the mat, the earth, just finding that connection that really holds you strong in this posture. Maybe you felt a little off balance lately, a little nervous, a little worrisome, whether that is about finances or weather or whatever it is that maybe has sort of taken over your thoughts. It's always playing in the background. This is an opportunity to soften and let that go. And just a few more breaths here. Good. Good. Last breath here. Maybe start to move just a little bit, the hips side to side. Good. I want you to inhale, start to take the arms all the way up. Reach all the way up. Nice deep stretch. And then bend the knees as you exhale. Come all the way down. Gently taking a little side to side rock, letting maybe those fingertips find the mat. I'm going to turn to the side just so you guys can see. Good. Really deep bend in the knees. Relaxing, decompressing that spine. Let's take 3 breaths here. Good. One more breath. Good. Slowly, I want those fingertips to find the mat in front of you. Gently walk out in front of you just a little bit. Good. Slowly walk it back. And then we're going to step into that downward facing dog. So gently step back. Good. Relax that head down. Gently pedaling out those feet. You have 5 breaths here, so really relax your head. Good. Again, just gently pedaling out those feet, keeping a soft bend in those knees. Really relax the head and neck. Shake it yes, shake it no. Good. And then finding that stillness, bend in the knees. I want you to take a few breaths here. With each breath, I want you to allow the mind to soften. Allow things to relax. Good. Good. And slowly inhale. I want you to ripple yourself out to a plank. Just take a breath in. Good. Exhale. Take it back. Good. Slowly, you're going to take that right leg back and high. I want you to open things up. Good. Take a moment. Roll that ankle around. Good. Slowly bring that foot back to the mat. Take a moment here. Pedal out those feet. Good. Left leg reaches back and high just to open up this side. Good. Set it back down. Take a moment. Good. And when you're ready, right leg reaches back once again. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, I want you to shift forward, bringing that right foot just between the hands, lowering that left knee. I want you to take a moment here. Inhale, lift that chest forward. Relax those shoulders as you exhale. Good. You're going to plant your left hand. Right arm reaches all the way up. If that is too much, you can always rest it right here on your thigh, but take a moment. Good. Softly open up through that right hip. Take a breath or two. Good. Decide where you need to be. If it feels good, you can reach back behind you. Good. If you want to take that quad stretch, you can take it. It's completely up to you. Good. Another breath. And then softly release. Good. Fingertips plant back to the mat, and you're going to lift that left leg. I want you to take a nice deep breath in. You're going to shift forward. Exhale. Take it back. Downward facing dog. We're going to move gently through a flow here. So I want you to inhale out to a plank. Exhale, lower the knees, soften it down. Inhale, come all the way up, lift. Exhale, slowly take things back. Move at your own pace. Downward facing dog. Good. Same thing, left side. Left leg reaches back and high. Inhale. Exhale, slowly step that foot in between those fingers and then soften the right knee down. Again, take a moment. Inhale, lift that chest forward. Nice deep breath in and out. Take a moment, take some time to check in with yourself here. Again, opening up through that left hip. You're going to plant your right hand. Left hand reaches all the way up. It can come back. It can take that quad stretch on this side, or it can rest gently on your hip. Good. Just deciding where you need it to be. Good. Full breath in and out. Good. If you took the quad stretch on the other side, take it here. Good. One more breath. Slowly release. You're going to bring the fingers back to the mat. Both hands plant, lifting that back knee. You're going to shift forward and then exhale. Take it back. Three-legged dog or downward facing. Good. Inhale out to that plank. Lower the knees or not. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale. This time I want you to take a child's pose. We got 5 breaths here. So really, this is one of my favorite poses. It is one that always brings me to a connected feeling, always helps me to rest and sort of restore and just, again, really feel connected and softened here. So take a moment to really soften into this posture, to relax, to get comfortable, to soften through the hips. And then finding those 5 breaths as you settle in, releasing that chest towards the mat. This is a beautiful time to check in with your thoughts. Just begin to notice where your mind is. Are you in this present moment? Are you back in that worrisome space again? Just check in to see where your thoughts are leading you here. Completely relaxing, just melting into the mat with each exhale. Good, one more breath. Good, and when you're ready, I want you to slowly start to press yourself up just enough. You're going to take your left hand underneath that right armpit just for a gentle thread the needle. So we're not forcing, we're not really getting deep here. If it feels good to take the bind and you want to open up, you can. You can take those right fingertips out, or you can just rest them by your face. Again, I want this to be soft and gentle, so we're not going to force this movement or really try to deeply stretch today. Just a softening as you breathe. Just 3 breaths here. Good. Slowly lifting And then just switching sides, taking that right arm this time underneath, and then softening. Again, finding those 3 breaths, nice and slow. And one more breath here. Good. Slowly coming back into that child shape. One more time, softening down, taking one full breath in and out. Good. Slowly lifting yourself up, bringing the knees back in line with the hips. We're going to come into tabletop. So again, just taking a moment, let's add in some gentle circles. If this is a pose that your knees bother, you can always fold your mat. You can take a blanket, fold it, and rest the knees on. Good, both directions, just a few times. Good. And again, this practice is just designed to simply move the body, to soften, and just to stretch basically the whole body. Good. Pausing in the center. I want you to reset things in the center for those cat-cows. So gently rounding, tucking that chin towards your chest. Good. Dropping that belly. Inhale. And exhale. Good. I want you to keep moving like that. Really taking your time. And round. And again. And round. Moving with your breath, finding that rhythm. And again. And soften. Good. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, soften. Good. Softly, you're going to come back to that neutral space. You're going to take your feet off to one side. And you're going to come onto your back. So we're going to find pigeon here. So again, gently coming onto the back. Softening all the way down. Good. Taking a moment. Good. Taking that right leg nice and high. Maybe rolling that wrist, taking your shoulders out of your ears. Good. Knee into your chest for just a moment, extending through that opposite leg. Good. And then I just want you to rest that right ankle on that left knee. And when you're ready, I want you to bring things in towards the center of your chest. Now, if this is enough and this feels good, you can keep your foot planted and just softly open up through that right hip in the pelvis. But if you want a little more, you can bring things in towards the center. So right hand's going to reach through that circle in your legs. Left hand's going to wrap around. And the fingers will interlace at the shin. And so I want you to take just a moment to soften and to breathe. Relaxing through your jaw. Relax your throat. Just relaxing a little further. Another breath. Good. Slowly releasing, taking both legs up once again. Good. Rolling those ankles. Good. You're going to plant that right leg. Left leg is going to stay lifted. Again, just flexing and pointing those toes, just warming up the back of the leg. Good. Taking that left knee in towards your chest. Right leg extends. Good. Bringing that foot back to the mat. You're going to place that left ankle on your right knee. And again, you can stay if this feels good for you. If you want a little more, you're simply going to lift and bring things in. Finding that little bit of a bind once again. Good. And softening, relaxing again, shoulders out of your ears. Just gently breathing. Allowing the face to soften, the jaw to relax. Taking one breath at a time. Good. One more breath. And then softly, you're just going to take and unwind the legs. Both legs are going to lift once more. Good. Maybe you take a happy baby. Good. Just from side to side. Whatever feels good. Take a moment, open up. Good. Release, bringing those knees in towards your chest. And then I just want you to soften out for Savasana. You can do this lying down. You can take your knees into one another. Got about a minute or so left. So I just want you to find a comfortable space. Maybe separate the shoulders. Good. Walk the shoulder blades away from one another. Let those palms face up towards the ceiling, or you can rest them on your belly. Relaxing from the very crown of your head, the very bottoms of your feet through your toes. Everything is soft and relaxed. I just want you to breathe, allowing each thought to just flow in and out of the mind freely. Allow your breath to soften. Your heart gently beats in your chest. And the breath flows gently in and out of the body. Good. Letting the entire body go, one breath at a time. Good. On your next breath in, I want you to start to move your fingers and your toes. Allow that breath to deepen. And gently add some movement back into your body as you stretch. Maybe take things nice and long. Bring those knees in, taking things off to one side as you roll onto your right side, finding that fetal shape for just a moment. And then gently press yourself up into a seat as we get ready to close out today's practice. So you can do this with your eyes open or closed. Maybe keep a soft gaze. Good. And when you're ready, I want you to take the arms all the way up. Inhale. Open the mouth. Good. One more. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Good. Take a moment this time, pausing, hands at your heart center. Just finding a little bit of gratitude for this practice, for moving your body and knowing that you have the tools to soften any anxiety, any nervousness that you may be feeling on the inside. You have the breath to calm all the noise and restore your body, mind, and soul. It is always such an honor to meet in this beautiful online space. Until we meet again, namaste. All right, friends, thank you so much for joining me for today's practice. I hope you feel a little bit calmer and a little more relaxed, and I will see you guys again soon.